concept is what is valency. So what is valency means valency is nothing but combining capacity of an element. So what is valency means valency is the combining capacity of an element. The combining capacity of an element is called as valency. What is the valency? It is nothing but combining capacity of an element. So here, if you take group-wise valency. Group-wise valency means in SQLR how many groups we have? Two groups. That is, what are the groups? First year group and second year group. And P plus what are the groups? Third B, fourth B, fifth B, sixth B, seventh B, and eighth B. So what are their valencies? What are the group valencies? So how to calculate the group valencies means see first year group elements, second year group elements, next third B group elements, fourth B group elements, fifth B group, and sixth B group, and seventh B group, and eighth B group. So here these are P block elements. So these are third B to eighth B. We call it as P block elements, and these two are named as S block. These two are named as S block elements, and these elements are called as P block elements. These are P block elements. Okay. So here the valency of first group valency is +1, second group valency is +2, and third group valency is +3, fourth group is +4, and fifth group onwards, from fifth group to eighth group, the valence should be written 8 minus group number, 8 minus this group number 5. How much? See, wait. See, from fifth group onwards, we have to write valency is group number -8. So group number is how much here? 5. And group number of this one is 5 and -8. How much you get? -3. And here its valency is group number is 6 -8. How much you get? -2 is the common oxidation state or valency, common valency, and it is 6 minus 8. Sorry. It is 7 group now. 7 minus 8, that is -1, and it is 8 minus 8, that is 0. That's why these group elements are called as 0 group. This 18 group is also named as 0 group. Why 18 elements are called as 0 group means their valence is 0. Okay, and the 7 group elements common valence is common oxidation state is -1, and here 6th group elements common valence is -2. So that means group oxidation state or group valence is -2 here. Here this group valence is how much? -3. And see, simply up to fourth. So up to first year group to fourth B group, the valence is equal to their group number. The valence is equal to their group number. But after fourth group, the valency of the element or group, the valency of the group is equal to group number -8. Group number -8. So like that we have to calculate the valency of the group. Okay. So valence is nothing but sometimes we call it as oxidation state also. So here oxidation state means it is nothing but charge carried by an element in its molecular formula. Like that also we can say. Okay. So that is the valency concept. Next, what are radicals? So before going to the radicals, see the general definition. What is valency electrons? What are valency electrons? What are valency electrons? What are valency electrons? So valency electrons means nothing but during the electronic configuration. If you take electronic configuration of nitrogen, you are taken. So nitrogen atomic number is, see, atomic number of nitrogen Z equal to 7. Then its configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, ps2, 2p3. So here by writing the electronic configuration, here see, it is for s orbital n value is 1, for this orbital n value is 2, for this orbital n value is 2. So if you observe these two orbitals, their n value is common. Their n value is said to be common, that is almost 2. So this orbit is called as outermost orbit. This orbit is called as outermost orbit or outer shell. This orbit is said to be outer shell or outermost orbit. So, but after this outermost orbit, inner orbit is present, that is 1s orbit, first orbit. That first orbit is called as, see, suppose last orbit is to second orbit here, that is called ultimate shell, and that first one, next one is called as penultimate shell. Okay, after that one is called as anti-penultimate shell. So anyhow, first if you take nitrogen here, so nitrogen electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. 7 electrons came now. So this is the electronic configuration. Then here see, if you observe the outer shell electronic configuration, 2s2 and 2p3. Here this orbit is said to be. That means these orbitals are belongs to which orbit? Second orbit. These orbitals are belongs to which orbit? Second orbit. Therefore, second orbit is said to be which orbit? Outermost shell or outermost orbit. So, what are valency electrons means? The electrons present in the outermost shell or outermost orbit is called as. The electrons present in the outermost orbit so the electrons present in the outermost orbit is nothing but valency electrons. That means you see the definition. The electrons present in the outermost orbit is called as, the electrons present in the outermost orbit are called as valency electrons. Okay, suppose if you take this electronic configuration, see in this electronic configuration, see that 2s2 and 2p3. So that this 2s orbital and 2p orbital present in which orbit? Second orbit. So the second orbit is named as outermost shell. The electrons present in this second orbit, outermost orbit, which is the last orbit. So generally we call it as last orbit also. So in this last orbit is second orbit here. Here the electrons present, no? These electrons we call it as valency electrons. So the electrons present in the outermost orbit we are last cell of an electronic configuration is called as valency electrons. If you take another examples, okay, take some more examples like chlorine you are taking. See the chlorine. Chlorine atomic number of chlorine will be 17. See configuration of chlorine is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 10 are completed, 7 has to finish, 3s2 and 3p5. So here, what is the outermost orbit? So outermost orbit means here see the n value, check the n value. Here first orbital n is 1, first orbital is. Here these two are second orbit because their n values are 2. It is belongs to third orbit. So last higher orbit number is nothing but valency shell. So this higher here for these two orbitals n value is high, that is how much? 3. So here third orbit is the outermost orbit. It is the outermost orbit, or we can say outermost shell. So what are the present in this outermost orbit. How many electrons are there? 2 plus 5. Total how many electrons are there? 7 electrons are there. The 7 electrons are belongs to chlorine only. So and the 7 electrons are present in which orbit? Third orbit. The third orbit is said to be outermost orbit. So these 7 electrons are said to be, the 7 electrons we call it as valency electrons. Valency electrons. Okay, so the electrons present in the higher energy orbit, that means higher n orbit, we call it as valency electrons. Then what about remaining 10 electrons? These total 17. So remaining 10 electrons are present in that 8 electrons are present in second orbit, 2 electrons are present in first orbit. So here the second orbit is called as second orbit. The second orbit is named as inner orbit. Here actually first orbit and second orbit electrons are, second orbit is called as inner orbits. But what we call second orbit is called as with respect to this orbit. So if third orbit is called as ultimate shell. If third orbit is called as ultimate shell. Ultimate shell. So then second orbit is called as penultimate shell. Penultimate shell. Then this first orbit is called as anti-penultimate shell. Anti-penultimate shell. That means suppose third orbit is taken as nth orbit. If nth orbit, third orbit is taken as nth orbit. So if nth orbit is ultimate shell, n minus 1th orbit. That means before that, before the nth orbit will get, that is n minus 1th orbit. That n minus 1th orbit is called as penultimate shell. N minus 1th orbit is said to be penultimate shell. And n minus 2 orbit we call it as anti-penultimate shell. Okay, but n minus 1 and n minus 2, the two are called as core orbits. Core orbits means inner orbits. That means the electrons present in n minus 1 and n minus 2, we call it as core electrons. Core electrons. Okay, electrons in n minus 1 and n minus 2 are called as core electrons. Core electrons. Okay, core electrons, or we can say inner electrons. Core electrons are also called core electrons, or we call it as inner electrons. Inner electrons. Okay, so here firstly, like if we take any other electronic configuration like argon or any other compounds like some elements you are taking means we get like this ultimate shell, penultimate shell, anti-penultimate shell. So generally ultimate shell means last shell and anti-penultimate shell means before that cell, and anti-penultimate shell means before the penultimate shell. That cell is called as anti-penultimate shell. Okay, so next see what are radicals. Okay, so what are radicals? What are radicals in the chemistry? So radicals means it is an atom or group of atoms. These atoms are group of atoms that may carry charge or may not carry the charge. That are called radicals. Radicals means an atom or group of atoms. An atom or group of atoms. Group of atoms which may not carry charge. An atom or group of atoms which may carry or which may not carry the charge are said to be radicals. So here these radicals are divided into, see, acid radicals, and basic radicals. Acid radicals and basic radicals. Acid radicals and basic radicals. So acid radicals means these radicals which carries which carries acid radicals means which carries negative charge. Negative charge. Which carries negative charge. Basic radicals means which carries positive charge. Which carries positive charge. So examples are acid radicals. Examples means which carries negative charge. The acid radicals carries negative charge. Like examples: OH minus, Cl minus, NO3 minus, CO3 2 minus, or Br minus, I minus. These are all acid radicals. And basic radicals means simply Al3 plus, Na plus, NH4 plus, NH4 plus, H plus, etc. These and all said to be basic radicals. Okay, like instead of taking H plus, take Fe2 plus. Okay, so these are all said to be acid and basic radicals. So again, these radicals are divided into two types. One are simple radicals and mixed compound radicals. Simple radicals are mixed radicals, or we can say compound radicals. So simple radicals means the radicals will contains only one atom, and the compound radicals means the radicals will contains more than one atom. That are said to be compound radicals. Okay. See, simple radicals means it contains only one atom. See, Al3 plus, Cu2 plus, Br minus, I minus, Na plus, Mg2 plus, etc. So next, compound radicals are mixed radicals. So here compound radicals means it contains more than one atom. So more than one atom is possible here. So NO3 minus, nitrate ion, NO2 plus, nitrate ion. Okay, so on the CO3 2 minus, SO3 2 minus, SO4 2 minus, PO4 3 minus. See here in all these radicals, see the group of atoms carries the charge. Group of atoms here SO3 2 minus means the whole power minus 2. 2 minus also we can say minus 2. So this is power minus 2 is equal to group of is equal to group of these atoms. So SO4 2 minus means this minus 2 charge is equal to this group of atoms, SO4 group. So like that here PO4 3 minus means this group valence is equal to minus 3. That is the concept here. So here also NO3 minus means this minus is belongs to this whole group, not for particular atom. Okay, so these are said to be compound radicals. Okay, and if you see list of some radicals, see valency and valency 1 radicals, valency 2 radicals, and valency 3 radicals. Okay, and see the compounds. These are compounds. Or we can say radicals. Compounds are radicals. Simply these are radicals. So here radicals whose valency is 1. Like examples with valency 1. Radicals means take the radicals Br minus, I minus, Na plus, Cl minus, or we can take OH minus also and H SO3 minus, okay, HCO3 minus, HCO3 minus. These all are the valency of all these radicals are 1, okay, and whose radicals whose valence is 2, or we can say bivalent radicals. So bivalent radicals means CO3 2 minus or Cu2 plus Fe2 plus or Cu2 plus, okay, and Ni2 plus nickel 2 plus Mg2 plus Mg2 plus. Here in this we can write manganese MnO4 minus, okay, chromation CrO4 2 minus, okay, next dichromation Cr2 O7 2 minus, okay, and manganate ion, that is MnO4 2 minus manganate ion, okay, chromate ion, and next what you call trivalency, that means radicals whose valence is 3, only one we have PO4 3 minus, and borate also there, BO3 3 minus, okay. So those are the radicals whose valence is equal to 1 and whose valence is 2 and 3, okay. So these are the list of radicals whose valence is 1, 2 and 3, okay. And see, in last class we discussed about groups, types of number of
facets.
You see next, how to calculate group number and period number by using an electronic configuration of an element. So here to write that, see, if you take S block elements, so if you take S block, so S block element you are taken means how to calculate group number, and how to calculate period number. How to calculate period number by using electronic configuration. See, by using electronic configuration, how to calculate the group number means, suppose if you take one element like S block element you are taken, S block element like magnesium you are taken. So magnesium electronic configuration is magnesium electronic configuration you take. So magnesium atomic number will be 12. Electronic configuration is neon 3s2, neon 3s2, neon 3s2. Here group number means simply for S block elements how to calculate a group number. So how to identify S block element means those elements in which last electron is centered in the s orbital. So in this, if you will take magnesium, last electron is centered in which orbital? S orbital, that is which orbit? Third orbit. So here group number we want to calculate means the number of electrons present in this outermost orbit. The number of electrons present in this outermost orbit is 2. That's why its group number is second group, that is second A. But period number means in every electronic configuration how to find the period number, maybe in any element. So here calculation of period number is common for all the blocks. So how to identify the period number means in the given electronic configuration or in the obtained electronic configuration, the highest n value is taken as a period number. So here if you take what you call magnesium actual electronic configuration is neon 3s2, or we can write 1s2, 3s2, 2p6, 3s2. So last higher energy orbit is third orbit. Therefore period number is 3. Period number will be 3. So period number is 3. So how to say means here for the magnesium, here group number is 2 and period number is 3. How to identify this period number means period number is nothing but higher n value in the outer shell configuration. Higher n value. Higher n value is the period number. period number. Iron and value is nothing but period number. So like that, if you take some other element like calcium, how to calculate the group number and period number of the calcium? So calcium is the S block element because its outer shell configuration is how much? Argon 4s2. Argon 4s2. Calcium you have taken means their atomic number is 20. Then configuration is argon 4s2. So here the number of electrons in the valence shell. Valence shell means last shell. How many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there. So here group number is 2. Therefore we call it as 2a. And higher energy orbit, higher and value is the period number from electronic configuration. So in this electronic configuration, higher and value is 4. Therefore period number is how much? 4. But magnesium period higher and value is 3. Therefore period number is equal to 3. Like that we have to calculate the group number and period number of a given element. Suppose if an element is given from P block. P block means like chlorine is given. Chlorine is given. So chlorine electronic configuration is neon 3s2 3p5. Neon is 3s2 3p5. So 3s2 3p5 is the configuration of chlorine. So here outermost orbit is third orbit. So number of electrons in the outermost orbit is nothing but group number. So how many electrons are there? 7 electrons are there. So 7 electrons are there. Simply if P block element is given, to the number of valence electrons, to the valence electrons, to this valence electrons we have to add 10. Then we get a group number. That is number of valence electrons are 7. 2 plus 5 7. 7 valence electrons are there. So to that we have to add 10. Then finally we get 17 electrons. That is the group number, 17th group. This belongs to which group? 17th group. So here for P block elements, how to calculate the group number means number of valence electrons plus 10 will gives the group number. Number of valence electrons plus 10 will gives the group number. So in chlorine, if you have chlorine you have taken means number of valence electrons in chlorine is 7. And we have to add 10 for P block elements. So that is 17th group. Like that, if you take one more element like nitrogen you have taken. Nitrogen you have taken. Nitrogen atomic number will be 7. So 7 means 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So here total number of valence electrons is first of all outermost orbit is second orbit. So here total number of valence electrons are how much? 5. 2 plus 3, 5. So to that, because it is a P block element now, because here last electron is enters into P orbital, so we call it as P block element. So being a P block element, we have to add 10 to this valence electrons. Then we get how much? 15. So group of this element is 15 group. So next period number we have to say. So period number means highest and value is nothing but highest orbit number in the electronic configuration is nothing but period number. So like that, if you take chlorine, highest and value is how much here? 3. So that's why period number is 3. Chlorine is belongs to third period. So in the same manner, what do you call it? Nitrogen you have taken means highest and value is 2 here. Therefore period number for what do you call it? This nitrogen is 2. Like that we have to calculate. So for D block element, how to calculate for D block element means in case of D block element, the group number is identified as number of simply what do you call it? Number of n minus 1d electrons and number of n minus 1d electrons plus ns electrons is nothing but group number, and period number is common for all. So in the electronic configuration of the element, higher n value is taken as a period number and valence electrons are taken as a group number. So if you take a D block element like scandium, you have taken scandium is 20. Scandium is the 21 element. Its configuration is argon 4s2 3d1. Argon 4s2 3d1. Here total number of electrons are how many? 3 electrons. So total number of valence electrons are 3. Therefore it is belongs to which group? Third group. Third year group we can see. Third year group. Okay. And higher n value is 4. Its period number is 4. Like this, if electronic configuration of an element is given, from that we can obtain the group number and the period number. Actually this concept was very useful for NEET problems. Calculating the NEET problems, very important this one. Okay. So thank you. And and copy everything.